Hello everybody. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I usually don't start off my get ready with me's with me already ready, but it's just simply because I wanted to say hello. And that was the moment my camera died. This video is such a mess. It was such a mess to prepare, and now at the end it was also a mess. I really just wanted to say hi because I just jumped into getting ready and I didn't even say hello to you. And if you wanted to get ready with me, let's go. I took so long to set this setting up because I'm not at home, so it was super hard for me to find a space that looked presentable where the lighting was okay. So I hope it's fine right now. I think it is. I hope I'm in focus. I wanted to get ready with you because I feel like it has been a while ever since I did that, and the last couple of videos have been like less personal. I feel like talk throughs just have that certain distance to them, so I wanted to come back on here. Very chill for me, hope it's chill for you. So I thought I would get ready on camera today. So everything I will be using will be listed down below, so I don't have to mention every single thing because most of these products you have seen before. So first and foremost, does anybody else always have a pimple somewhere? I can't tell you for how long, it has been years at this point, I always have a pimple on my chin. It's either this side or this side. I feel like the pimples just wander on my chin. They just love it there. I don't know why. As you can tell, I don't have pimples anywhere else, so it's always just so frustrating. And it's also like I don't get them right here at like the point of my chin. It's always just here on the side. It's just so weird. I don't get it. It's super annoying, and they're also pretty painful because they're those deep pimples. It's not like a little clogged pore that just like goes away. It takes sometimes up to 2 weeks. It's just so annoying, especially with having to wear a mask. I just feel like it gets even more painful because the mask is constantly like rubbing on it, creating friction. It's just not cool. So how have you guys been? I hope you're all doing well. This little community is getting bigger and bigger. I feel like every time I do a new kind of talk through video or whatever, I have gained even more subscribers, which is so nice. Thank you so much for subscribing. Also, like I mentioned in a different get ready with me that I was planning on studying abroad. It's not much longer, and if everything goes well, I'll be on the go, and I'm so excited. Also, excuse that the lighting keeps changing. I know right now it's super dark, but I'm not going to change anything about it because it's super sunny today, so it'll go back to normal, so please bear with me. One thing I'm just super excited about in terms of studying abroad is the fact that I'll definitely take you guys along with me. And I like to be alone. I'm introverted. I like being at home, but there's just something about thinking of being in a different country for months and I don't have my friends and my family. That really makes me nervous. But at the same time, it kind of takes the nervousness away because I can sit down, get ready like this. I think it'll still feel like I took part of my friends with me. And that is one thing that just makes me so happy that I have you, this little community. It's just like I can pack you into my suitcase and just bring you with me. It's almost like I always have my friends on hand, kind of, you know? Of course, I'm still going to be missing all of those people that I see daily or weekly. Having my subscribers with me will definitely make the time a little bit more bearable in a way. I don't want to, you know, describe studying abroad as being something awful. I don't know how it's going to be. It's something that really makes me excited to know that in case something happens and I feel lonely, I have this channel. Also a little bit nerve-wracking thinking about that. If I go, it'll be in 2 months. Which I don't want to think about that because it's like in 2 months you're on the entire opposite side of the world. It's very weird. So for blush, this is one thing I did want to mention. I got the new e.l.f. Putty blushes, the Luminous Putty blushes. I have the shade Maui and Bermuda. They're very pretty. I find them very different from the original formula because the original one has that soft matte finish. I usually apply it with my fingers, but this one is creamier. It's more emollient. This is definitely, at first I was like, ugh, is this going to dry down? It dries down, but I just don't feel like it has that exact powder finish. So if that sounds like something you don't want, like too glowy of a blush, maybe skip these. You can set these lightly with powder and they still have a beautiful luminous finish. I love the glow. They look kind of shimmery in the product itself, like in the pot, but on the skin, it literally just gives you the most wet looking, beautiful effect. They're so glowy, so pretty. They blend out very easily. I use my BH Cosmetics contouring brush that I also use for the putty bronzer. Today I used a powder bronzer because I have been also using my powder bronzes a little bit more lately because I don't want to just use the putty bronzer and everything else in my collection is going to waste, you know? So I usually start off with Maui and then I top Bermuda on top because Maui is pretty light and I find it being a more sheer color. So on its own, I just don't get enough for my personal liking. Both mixed together, or maybe it's more Bermuda, kind of looks like what Pinkgasm from Charlotte Tilbury would look like. So it's a much more affordable version, even if you get both colors. So I don't know if you can tell, but it's just very pretty. It's really, really stunning. So I'm going to start off with Maui. I swear this brush just like fits perfectly into the pot. So I literally go all over because this is a pretty light color. So it kind of creates like a very, I don't know if you can tell, very glowy kind of base. I feel like that my lighting right now, the setup I have, just doesn't show up any color of my product. I just hope that when I get to editing, I'm not like, well, that was for nothing. I just feel like I don't look like I have bronzer on, like I look like I have nothing on. I also like to apply a little bit of Maui on the nose because it's like that more lighter pink. Just a little bit. And after that, I'm going to take Bermuda, which way more vibrant also on the brush. It's just way more like intense. I ask myself, is e.l.f. also coming out with putty highlighters at some point? Because this formula that the blushes have as a putty highlighter, oh my god, that would be so beautiful, because since they do have a little bit of that cream to powder finish, like this also has that, but just not as matte as the original ones. I think that this as a highlighter would look so stunning because these have a beautiful glow on their own, but if you look straight ahead, you can obviously see that it's blush. Only when I turn you can see that glow, and that is why I like to use a highlighter, because you can apply it, it gives that glow. When you look straight ahead, it's not going to look like just blush. You know what I mean? Like I can apply more blush to make it glowy here, but it'll be color. It's not just that beautiful highlight. So that is why I really, really hope that they'll come out with putty highlighters eventually. I feel like that just makes sense. We have the bronzer, blushes in two formulas. We have kind of like a putty primer. We have like some putty eyeshadows now, I believe. I just feel like it would be the next best thing to do, right? Also, I don't know if I told you, but this look today is a very easy everyday kind of makeup look. Like, don't expect anything spectacular. What else can I talk about? I'm very excited because the semester is coming to an end. Finally, I only have 3 more weeks to go. And also I kind of want the semester to be over, but I know that the moment it's over, studying abroad is coming even closer, and I am kind of putting it off as long as I can because, again, it's very nerve-wracking. Sorry, I had to do the wing off camera. As usual, this semester has been also, again, a little bit stressful because you're just, whilst taking care of uni stuff, you also have to take care of your you know, semester abroad stuff, which is quite a lot of paperwork, and you have to send this in and submit this and blah, and then this one is faulty and you have to get a new one or whatever it is. It's just pain in the butt. Oh, I completely forgot I wanted to highlight my cheeks. I was talking about the highlighter and then I completely forgot. I'll just use a little bit because I'm already glowy enough, but again, it's just instead of adding too much glow with the blushes, I'm just doing that with a little bit of highlighter. My lashes didn't turn out the best today, but it is what it is. One thing that interests me that I have been wanting to ask you is, why do you guys watch YouTube videos? Is it because of boredom? Is it because it's like therapeutic for you? It's calming? Like, what is the reason for your YouTube usage? Just find it very interesting. YouTube has become like the new television. Which for me it's kind of like that. For me it's television, entertainment, and also relaxation in one. As usual, my camera cut me off. It does that, and that's not because of my SD card being full or anything. It just stops recording because right now I just press the record button again and it just works. It cut me off. I know I was doing my brows with a pencil and I just did some quick soap brows, which I actually filmed. So I'm going to go into lips now. Whenever I stay at my boyfriend's house, I have this little pouch with me that has all the products that I want. I'm going to use 4. I know that sounds like a lot because it's a lip liner, 2 lipsticks, and a gloss. Very high maintenance when it comes to lip products. First of all, I'm going to line my lips. No, this is not the correct one. Peekaboo Neutral because it's more pinkish. It's from NYX. I'm going to be using the Romand Zero Matte Lipstick that looks like this in the shade 10 Pink Sand. Just dabbing on a little bit, and I'm going to lighten it up with Cream Cup by MAC, which I've had for so long. And I'm going to top both of these off with Moon from Maybelline. And voila! After getting ready for way too long, we finally reached a result, reached the end. I'm going to be doing some boring uni stuff now, and I really don't want to. I really don't want to. It's just those moments when you're like studying and you don't even know where you're going, what you're going to do with it, what is your goal. You're just like so unsure about everything. One thing I have learned for myself though is that I should not pressure myself so much about the future because I just don't freaking know if I even get there. Life is so short. Life has showed me time and time again how short it really is. You know, when people leave you, when people pass away, when certain things just happen, it just kind of makes click in your head and you realize, wow, I'm really stressing over something I just don't have the power over. What you can control is truly the moment right now. It's so cheesy, but it's so true. Really try to make the best of the current moment and not stress so much about the future because again, I just don't even know if I'll get there. So it just doesn't really make sense. Of course, you should think a little bit about what you want to do and stuff, but in the end, you shouldn't obsess over trying to reach a certain outcome. As it happens so many times, in the end, everything comes differently. So I just try to be the best version of myself right now. I recently found a quote that I thought was very true, and that is, cross the bridge when you get there. I just really like that quote. It's so true. Don't obsess over tomorrow. Just live right now. You will regret it if you don't do it. So I know this kind of went into a completely different kind of direction in the end, but I don't know. Maybe some of you also needed to hear this right now. Again, life is pretty unpredictable. Thank you guys for watching yet again. It means so much to me, and yeah, I hope you're doing all very well. take care of yourself because it's still a crazy time out there. And I really hope to see you in my next video. And until then, stay safe. Bye.